Good afternoon, Senators Rosen and Scott. For the record, my name is Colin Robertson. I am the administrator of the new Division of Outdoor Recreation in the Nevada Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. Thank you so much for the opportunity to testify here today. It's a really important one and a very important topic. I'd like to ask that my longer written testimony also be admitted to the record. In 2019, pre-COVID, the outdoor recreation economy accounted for 2.1% of the nation's gross domestic product, or $460 billion. Nevada's outdoor recreation economy accounted for 3.1% of the state's overall GDP, 1 full percentage point more than the national average. It also accounted for 60,000 jobs. Interest in outdoor recreation continues to grow nationwide, as do associated economic, community, and public land and water impacts, both good and not so good. The COVID-19 pandemic compounded some of these effects. From an outdoor industry perspective, for some sectors, pandemic-induced increases in outdoor recreation led to historically high sales, but supply chain issues and high demand have created shortages and price increases for many products. But COVID closures and travel restrictions also led to negative impacts on guides and outfitters, campgrounds and marinas, outdoor recreation concessions, nonprofits, and state and local governments. These impacts hit Nevada particularly hard. At the same time, participation increased dramatically last year. National forests experienced a 40% increase in dispersed camping, and a 70% increase in visits to wilderness areas. Unfortunately, that visitation also contributed to more wildfires and other significant natural resource impacts on public lands nationwide. A recent Outdoor Industry Association report showed happily that the newest outdoor recreation participants are more likely to be female, younger, living in an urban area, and slightly more ethnically diverse than existing participants. They need and want recreational opportunities with low barriers to entry. The confluence of states, the National Alliance of State Offices of Outdoor Recreation, like mine, and the NGA's Outdoor Recreation Learning Network will continue to foster the many health, education, conservation, and economic benefits associated with the outdoor recreation. But we also need further federal investment in outdoor recreation. In my written testimony, I have outlined 7 areas for Congress to advance and, importantly, to protect and sustain outdoor recreation and its beneficial economic and community impacts. They include supporting sustainable and responsible recreation and tourism initiatives, making strategic investments in public land management agencies, developing innovative data strategies, fostering equity and inclusion, re-examining federal funding match requirements, developing skilled workforces, and prioritizing affordable housing. We run a real risk of loving places to death because of resource impacts on lands that belong to the American people. Lake Tahoe, for example, is 1/3 the size of Yosemite National Park, yet is visited by 3 times as many people annually, 15 million people or more, creating extraordinary pressures on Tahoe's forested lands and famously clear waters. The Corporation for Travel Promotion, the National Travel and Tourism Office, and the Travel and Tourism Advisory Board should collaborate with state offices of outdoor recreation and DMOs to develop responsible and sustainable outdoor recreation and tourism strategies and initiatives. We need more recurring recreation-related funding for personnel and programs within land management agencies, including funding for existing and future infrastructure needed to accommodate the growth in outdoor recreation tourism. Also, housing is desperately needed near or on public lands for land management agency staff who can no longer afford to live where they work. We need Congress to help the land management agencies make sustainable and responsible outdoor recreation a national priority. Finally, we need federal travel and tourism agencies to coordinate with the confluence of states and the outdoor industry to develop and improve data collection and analysis of outdoor recreation-related tourism and travel. With that overview, Senators Rosen and Scott, thank you again for this important opportunity to testify here today. I'm happy to respond to any questions you or the rest of the subcommittee may have. Thank you.